Didn't buy them in Italy because I didn't make it to Italy. I went to the University of Bordeaux in France, went to several other countries, and did buy the Cameos, I think, in France. They were 18-karat gold, they were small, and they were so expensive.
Wow. Wow.
And I remember, this goes back to, oh my God, I'm going to age myself, 1970.
Okay, but see,
and they cost hundreds of dollars. I do remember that.
Wow. Well,
and
Sandra,
they were tiny, tiny.
I tell you what, that just shows you that how gorgeous they are and how timeless these are. So I'm so glad you're shopping with AMEDEO and I this morning. And of course, we thank you for giving us a call.
Yes, and I would recommend anyone else to buy these. These are beautiful. They will stay in their families, just like you said. It will go from grandmother to mother to child, and to niece, whatever it is. I don't have any children myself, so I am planning on giving them to my niece.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. We're so happy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sandra. Fantastic testimonial.
Isn't that wonderful? I mean, but that's what happens when you see these pieces. One, they're just beautiful treasures, and when you get them home, of course, you kind of pass them on. You want to share the love. And I love the AMEDEO NYC line, especially if you're looking for earrings, because maybe you haven't thought about that gorgeous cameos, hand-carved in Italy. We're talking about decades and generations of families that have created these cameos. AMEDEO brings them here, standing with his father in his workshop, you know, as he learned when he was 15 years old. And then look what's still happening.
Actually, you know, the story goes that I didn't start carving cameos. I started to design, to draw the cameos on the shell for other carvers to help my mom. My mom was and is the designer. You know, I kind of like...
Miss Marissa.
Yes, Marisa. So I say to draw the silhouette of cameos for the carvers to follow. And then at one point, because that was my mom's job in the family, right? At the kitchen table at night after school, I would be with my mom on all these pieces of conch shells, and we would be drawing by watching TV, you know, like while watching TV.
Right.
At some point when I was 15, 16, then I told my mom, I was like, you know, I'm not satisfied in just designing for somebody else. I want to make it myself. I'm not happy what they do with my drawing.
Wow.
And my mom said, absolutely not. This is not your job. This is too hard. It's too difficult. It takes years and years. You can't do it. She thought I was just kidding around. And then my dad actually is the one who trusted me more than my mom.
Really?
He said, well, he wants to do it, let him do it. And he gave me all these shells and the tools, and I started to break shells like nobody. There's no tomorrow. I was like, just like carving in their shells. And you learn by mistake. They crack.
That's right.
And it took me a few years to master it. And then I was so good. I was one of the carvers of the family. I was working with my carvers, with the other, until late at night, through high school, through college, you know, traveling around the world. Yes.
That's gorgeous. Well, these are beautiful. First of all, you've got 20mm cameos in both earrings, which are fantastic. The length is over 2 inches in these earrings. They are fantastic.
How
and I love
gorgeous.
that these are hematite-tone.
Yes.
So slightly different. It adds a little bit of mystery, a little dark splendor, if you will. Then you've got the delicate crystal starting from the top and working our way down from that beautiful pink kind of pear-shaped crystal stud at the top.
You know, if you can hold the view of this, I'm showing you. This is the tool that we use. This is one of the finest tools. This is called unghiettina. Ugnarella, we call it in Neapolitan.
Wow.
So this is the finest tool. It's almost like a needle that I would use to carve the profile of this, because it's so small. You imagine 20mm. So to make this beautiful lady profile on such a small piece of a conch shell, I need to use very fine tools and create the beauty. I mean, I have to infuse
that expression. Yeah, I'm talking about the hair, the eyes. I don't know how you do this profile where the eyes are shown. It is so...
You know, Angie,
it speaks to you.
It's not enough to be able to carve a lady profile on a cameo. No, you have to carve a pretty one and a happy one, because if I carve an ugly one, then you're not going to buy it. I mean, it doesn't matter how much, you know, how much it costs or how perfectly it's done. But it needs to be cute. It needs to have life in it, and that's what we do.
Oh my goodness! Well, you've
But you know, on a fashion sense, I love the style.